Hello guys, in this video we're going to learn how to create a polo shirt in CLO 3D. First, with the polygon tool, start drawing a basic bodies. So you can use the polygon tool as a pen tool which is used in Adobe Illustrator. So let's draw it. While drawing, ensure that the bodies is a little bit of larger than the main actual body size, because these bodies part would have to need some allowance. So I have drawn the first half. Then I will select it with the edit pattern tool, this line, right click and unfold it. So now it's been perfectly done. While unfolding, ensure that it's unfolded with symmetric editing. Now we have made a copy of it. So let me adjust the back side. So we have to increase the shoulder length. Now we will make the neckline a little bit of upper. So click this, and with the up arrow key I am just moving its distance. Then with these handles I am making it a smooth. So I think the back bodies is done. Now let me make the armholes a little bit of upward. You can do this by simply pressing the arrow keys. I am making the front armhole a little bit of depth. Then with the arrangement tool, show arrangement points and let's place it. So for the back bodies we will right click and flip it horizontally, and now we will place it. So I think it's closely placed. Let's turn off the arrangement points. Now we have to sew it. So I'm using the segment sewing tool. As the symmetric editing is on, so sewing in one part will automatically sew the other parts as well. So after simulating, it is looking like this. I think the front neck should be a little bit of lower. So simply with the edit pattern tool, I'm making it a little bit of downward. You can check if it is fitted well or not. So the red area means the tightest area. I think it's perfect. No need to do such more combinations. So let me just turn it off. You can simply click Z button to enable the edit pattern. Now let me just lower it a little more. So I think now it's perfectly done. Ensure that the neck is not much more wider. So done the adjustments as you need. So let me just move its armhole a little bit more. Now in order to make the placket, we will click and add point tool. We will right click and take the line about 1.5 centimeter. So it will basically add 2 points from the center. Then internal polygon tool, we will draw a placket shape. You can press shift in order to align the lines straight. So let's do it. I have drawn the line with one point to another point like this. After clicking, we will select this, right click and cut. You can see it in the 3D window as well. Let me just show you. So now the items have been cut separately. Now we will make a copy of it. So just simply drag it out. We will make by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So now it's been placed. Now we have to sew it. We will sew this part with this one, this part with this one, this part with this one. Now simply space. The spacebar mainly does the simulation. So we will pull the second fabric out in front, as we can see in the basic polo t-shirt. So let me just make it out. Then we will sew the lower part with this and simply hit spacebar. So now I think it's perfectly done. Okay, so now in order to make the neck, we will have to take some measurement. So with the edit pattern tool, I am clicking this one, and while pressing shift I am clicking the other parts as well. So while pressing shift, it basically does is it takes all the measurement at once. So in my case it's 39.67. so you can see it. Now with the rectangular tool, we will left click once and input the value, which is 39.67. Now for the height, I will take around just like say 6 centimeters. Then I will hit OK. So now we have to place the pattern piece into the neck. I am turning on the arrangement points and placing it like here. So we will now flip it horizontally. Okay, now let's make it sew. So in order to make the sewing, we will use the free sewing tool. You can see the 3D window from where it will go. So I'm just sewing. While sewing the second part, we will press shift. It will basically allow you to sew through the different segments. So I'm just sewing it. You can see in the 3D window if the sewing is correct or not. So now I think it's perfect. Simply hit the space bar. We have made the swing like this as we have recently flipped the collar part horizontally. That's because the inner part should fall beneath the skin. Now with the edit pattern tool, we will select these two lines, right click and distribute a horizontal line. So after distributing the horizontal line, we will turn on the fold rendering option. In the 3D window, we will select the internal line and fold it. So I think this one is perfect. Now in the properties, we will turn on the fold rendering on. It will basically give you a pressed clean fold. So look, now it's been folded very smoothly. Now in order to add the buttons, we will go to the buttons option. So you will find it on the left side right here. Just simply click the first button where you want to place it. So after placing it, with the button selection tool, just simply select it. Make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl C and right click to paste. So while placing, we will right click again and we will give the distance about 4 centimeters. Then now we will paste it again, and this time we will give the distance about 8 centimeter. Now simply hit OK. Now with the button selection tool, we will select these three buttons. We will align it at first, so align it in the center. Now we will make a copy of it by pressing Ctrl C, and by pressing Ctrl V and pressing the shift, you can paste it on the other side. Now we will select the other three one and convert this into the buttonhole. So look, it's been converted into buttonhole. We have now selected the lower parts and the angle should be 90°, as we can see these type of buttonholes in the actual polo t-shirt. Now with the fastening button, we will simply fasten these. So look, it's been now perfectly fastened. Now again we will select this one with this one, and for the upper part we will again fasten this with this one along with this one. So look, now I think it's totally perfect. If you need to do any adjustment, just simply make it. Okay, you can find these type of hands in the actually simulation mode. so you can see if the simulation mode is turned on or not. Now we will select these three and right click to freeze it. So you can find the freeze option over here. So now the collar along with the button plates are being freezed. Now we have to make the sleeves. So in order to make the sleeve, we have to take the measurement at first. So let me just zoom in, and with the edit pattern tool you can simply find it over here or simply just click Z button. I am taking the measurement, which is 26.45. Now let me put the value as we did before. So we are using rectangular tool in this case. The height should be 20 centimeter, so I think it's perfect. Now we will simply just click the top portion, right click and offset as the internal line. So the internal line should be at distance of 1/3 of the actual width. So for my case it's 8.83. So I am just placing it and simply creating an internal line. Now we will drag this portion to this. So after that we will delete the internal line. Now we're gonna click this, right click, and we will split it. So you can find the split option over here, and in the uniform split we will hit OK. After that we will simply curve this with the edit curvature tool. So make this a little bit of upward and this one a little bit of downward. So now we will select this with Z or edit pattern tool. So after pressing Z, I am just making it a little bit of narrower. Now we have to ensure that these armhole measurements are correct. We will simply take its measurement by pressing shift. I think the armhole is a little bit of wider, so we will make it a little bit of smaller with the help of arrow keys. So now I think it's perfect. Simply select the right one, unfold it. Now we will compare the back armhole with the second folded half. So you can see a detailed video on this on a basic t-shirt which I have recently made. So you can find the video in the I button. Just go and see if you need to understand it in the details. So now I am just simply placing it. So after placing it, I think I should move it a little bit of outward. So it's perfect. Let's turn off the arrangement points. Now with the free sewing tool we will save it. We will save it from here to here, with this part from here to here. After that we will select the other half. So let me just do it. So we will select from here to here with the back side. So we will go to the back side and we will simply click here to here. Now simply hit the space bar in order to simulate. So I think the simulation has been done. Now we have to join it on the lower side. So in order to do that, I am using a segment sewing tool for this. Just simply click this side with this side and hit the space bar. So now the armholes have been attached. I think the armhole is a little bit of baggy, so let me just decrease its distance. So with the Z tool or with the edit pattern tool, I am selecting its length and increasing it. Then I am selecting the points and making it narrower. You can use the arrow keys in order to do that. So now I think it's close enough. Actually, let me just make it a little bit of smaller again. So 2 centimeters, and on the other side it's also 2 centimeters. Okay, now I think it's totally perfect. Let's select this. Now we will right click it, and with the symmetric pattern with sewing, I have made a copy of it. So it will be automatically placed on the other side. Ensure that all the sewings are perfectly done. If it is not, then simply just connect the lines. I am using a free sewing tool for this. So the armholes are now perfectly sewn, so I think it's totally fine. So that's how you can create a basic polo shirt. You can do some additional changes in order to look it more realistic. So let me just show you. In order to give the polo shirt a specific fabric, I am going to the fabric section. Now I will search PK fabric. So PK is a widely used polo t-shirt fabric. Simply double click it. You can find it in the object browser. So after that I'll be adding a rib fabric in order to provide the collar section. So I'm typing rib. I will select the one rib. Just simply double click it and it will be added into the object browser. Okay, now let's assign the garment parts to the fabric. So now I'll be selecting this portion, the collar and the plackets, and we will simply assign it to the rib fabric. So it is the assigning option. You can simply just turn on the fabric's desaturated mode on. It will basically remove the color and you can add the color in further process. Now let me just simply click the other parts and assign this with the PK fabric. Go to the PK fabric and simply turn on the desaturated mode. So now the basic colors have been gone. Okay, now in order to give the color, select a fabric, go to the color section and simply assign any color that you want. So I think I'll go with the black. Simply apply and done. Now with the other part I will simply do this same as well. So now I think the basic polo t-shirt have been created. So simply unfreeze the collar and placket portion. So right click and unfreeze it. Now the basic polo t-shirt is completely looking great. So you can change some other settings as well. Let me just minimize it first. So now you can give the extra black portion into the sleeves. So in order to do that I will just simply zoom in and with the edit pattern tool I will simply click on the lower portion just like this and this one. We will simply right click and we will offset pattern and we will offset it by 2 centimeters, and before hitting OK ensure the create internal line is turned on. So it's perfect. Now we will select the internal line, right click and cut and sew. So the other portions have automatically been done. Now just simply select the cut portions. So with the selection tool I am just selecting this part and this part, and from the object browser we will assign this to the fabric of rib. So now the rib fabrics have been assigned. Let me just zoom it out. So if you see some irregularities, just fix it in the simulation mode. So after you have been satisfied, you can simply close the mannequin. So it will basically bring out the t-shirt. Simply go to the option and turn it off. That's for today guys. The basic polo t-shirt has been created. Subscribe my channel for more such tutorials. Thank you.